Can you guys see my breath? It is so cold out here. But good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back for another super duper 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 amazing episode of Real Deal Meetup on Periscope TV. Of course, it's your girl Queen, and I already see our loyal supporters on the line. I see you, Tony. You came in as soon as we popped up. Well, for those of you who don't know, my name is Queen, and this is Real Deal Meetup on Periscope TV. Real Deal Meetup, we're the third largest real estate meetup in the nation, so that's in all of the United States, and we do these weekly periscopes just to give some of our members and some of the random people who are passing by some tips, show them what some of our students are doing. Some of the people who are part of our groups will have rehabbers on here, wholesalers, note holders, title companies, strategic funding type of people, everybody that you could think of. So if you're not in the DMV area, you don't know what we're experiencing right now. You can't see my breath. I really wish you could, but you saw it there. It's freezing out here, but we still want to make sure that we give you this content. So we have a super fantastic, I know I always say that, but we do. We have a super fantastic guest on today, and I see Dimitri 21st is on the line. Thank you so much for joining. A lot of people I see on here, it's like your first day being on Periscope. I appreciate it. So on behalf of Charles Blair, the mad scientist himself in the Real Deal community, we want to thank you guys so much for joining. While we're doing this interview, you gotta do hearts. And I see you, Layla. Hello. You're in Russia. Awesome. I love it. We always get somebody international on the line, so thanks so much for letting us know you're in Russia. And I see Kevin 4K just joined as well. Thank you. While we're doing the interview, guys, Canada, I want to join you guys, but then if I go to Canada, it's going to be colder than what it is out here in Maryland, and I'm scared of that, so I may have to come out there in the summer. But while we're doing the interview, make sure you ask any questions that you have. Also, make sure that you heart it up. So what does that mean? Especially for my people who have just joined out here on Periscope, make sure that you double tap on the screen. Like, you see the hearts flowing in there right now. I don't know who's doing that, but I appreciate you. And go ahead and double tap the screen while we're doing the interview. Also, if you like the content, share this on Twitter. Thank you so much, guys. We're at 114,000 hearts right now, so I really appreciate it. Double tap, heart it up, share it on Twitter. If you have your Periscope connected to your Twitter, go ahead and share that. We really appreciate it. We want to get all the knowledge out that we can. We're actually in the Brentwood, Maryland area, so if any of you guys are in this area, Tony, I believe your office is close to here. Didn't mean to put you out there on blast, but whoever is in Brentwood, Maryland, Ish, I don't know where exactly you're located, but if anybody's in the Brentwood, Maryland area, we got a fantastic project that we're about to highlight right now. One of our mastermind students, him, as well as two other mastermind students, we're kind of going to be highlighting them, we're going to be highlighting them on such a fantastic job that they did in reference to partnering on this deal. And we're going to actually be walking through, that's my husband's rehab. That's awesome. Yeah, so we're about to shout him out real quick. I'm so glad that you're on the line. So let's go see if he's ready for us. We're going to walk through simply now. But as you can see, before we actually get to our super fantastic mastermind student, Brian Lee, this is a full gut rehab. So for those of you who aren't familiar with renovation projects, full gut rehabs, depending on the area, because we're so close to DC, it's a different caliber. Those of you who know the DC market, prices are crazy out there, like crazy, depending on which area that you're in. So, it just has to be a different quality. I rehab in Baltimore City and Baltimore County right now, so our rehabs are just a bit different. And thank you, Peterson 3420, for joining in, as well as Levant, I'm not too sure who that is. But yeah, the quality is different, the prices are different, so it's just a way different market. So we just got to make sure that you're cognizant of that when you're going into a renovation, and see, how kind of everybody else did their rehab jobs. And Dwayne, I see you in the building. Hello. And then we're going to be walking through. So I'm going to be asking Brian some questions first, and then we're going to be walking through the renovation just to get a feel for what the layout is going to be. So it's going to be super fantastic. Dimitri, another person from Russia as well. This is so crazy. Okay, guys. So this is how we rehab in America, specifically in the East Coast, because we're in Maryland, Upper East Coast, just a whole different type of style. When I was in Florida, it was totally different when I saw those renovation projects. Like, they use stucco and all these different things. And Maryland is kind of different because you saw my breath earlier. It's cold as ice out here. So I think Brian is ready for us. So we're about to get this interview started, and here we go. You ready for it, Brian?
Yeah.
How's it going?
Good. And we're actually probably going to use stucco on this building.
Is it stucco?
Yeah, because just sort of the structure. Yeah, it's not a wood frame. It has stucco on there, so we stucco to figure a nice color.
Okay, gotcha.
Should be pretty dope, though.
Gotcha. And I see Kevin just joined on this. Well, hello, Kevin.
Kevin.
All right, awesome. So now the title of the show is Partnering for Profits for Rehab Success. And this is an active crew on the scene, guys. So you're going to see a lot of movement. So this isn't like our typical stiff, dry. And we're going to close this door because Frosty the Snowman, you said kind of?
Yeah.
You're so generous. So, Partnering for Profits for Rehabbing Success. We called the show that because it's a pretty cool way in terms of how you found the actual rehab and also how you're going to be selling it. And we're going to walk through in a bit just to get a better feel for everything. So now, tell us about the project that we're at right now, and we could kind of walk through a little and see the house as well.
Yeah, so this house, like you said, is in Brentwood, close to Mount Rainier, Blaisburg, Hyattsville.
Okay.
Mount Rainier is pretty close. And also close to DC as well. So in this project, it was a rental property, and at one point it may have been 2 units.
Okay.
Although it's not necessarily listed as 2 units with the county.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be doing total got rehab. We got demo started on Saturday. So
yeah.
you see some of the folks doing demo here right now.
Yeah.
Demo and framing. And we'll get started with plumbing and HVAC into this week too.
Cool.
But yeah, so you had any other questions?
How far along actually are you in the rehab? Because this is happening pretty quickly.
Yeah, so I mean we just started on Saturday. Oscar, we started with Saturday?
Saturday, yeah.
Saturday? Oscar,
we just started Saturday. Today is what, Thursday. So Oscar and his crew's been doing a good job.
Awesome.
Now we're just like trying to get some final details for the plans and designs to finish up to start some of the framing, and then plumbing will get going pretty soon.
Gotcha. And guys, keep the hearts coming. And I saw upstairs. We're gonna go upstairs, so we're not gonna hold that back from you guys. But the layout is pretty dope for this house, so I definitely want to highlight that. But I mean, for this property, it used to be a rental. The area. I mean, tell us more about it. Like, why exactly was it that you chose to rehab this?
Gotcha. So with this one, honestly, I chose it just primarily initially because the numbers made sense.
Okay.
And then on top of that, when I started to look at the numbers, I started to see that, actually, stuff was moving pretty fast in this area. Especially Mount Rainier is next to Mount Rainier. So
okay.
I went and looked actually yesterday. And so over there's nothing available on the market in Mount Rainier. They have maybe about 8 houses pending, and I don't see anything available at all.
Wow, so low inventory over there. Okay.
And then so Brent was right next to it, and there was probably one that's similar to what we're gonna do in Brentwood.
Okay.
And then a bunch in Mount Rainier didn't have time. So that was the main reason why I chose it, and also there was ability to create sort of an open layout on the bottom floor.
Yeah, I love it.
And do some, a bunch of bedrooms upstairs. So that's pretty much why I chose this property.
Cool. And then you said the numbers made sense, which of course is all a numbers game. Thank you. I'm so cold. I'm getting tongue twisted. So
can you hear? Do you want to go upstairs, or can you hear over them? Are we good?
Yeah, we're good. So we can start walking upstairs just so that they can see the open layout that you were talking about. So guys, we're gonna go upstairs very briefly, and it's actually a little bit warmer up there. And let's see the spectacular open layout that Brian was just talking about. Now, for the purchase of the property, how did you actually acquire this? Because most people talk about how difficult it is finding properties in this area.
Right.
But
so that's actually a good point because DC is hot. DC is a hot market. It's been a hot market for a while, and there's a lot of competition in terms of investors trying to get deals. So this being right outside of DC, I actually bought this from a wholesaler. So any wholesalers out there, I'm looking for more deals.
Okay. So
I found this one from a wholesaler, and actually a wholesaler in the mastermind, real deal mastermind, Denisha.
Okay.
So Denisha found the property, and she had probably found it maybe a couple months before I got to it.
Okay.
But I think she ended up renegotiating with the seller, getting it down a little bit more. And then once I started looking, I think the timing was just right because at the point when she negotiated it down, there were some more houses that sold after that. So probably investors that initially were looking at it, they were looking at the price and then maybe like they don't want to move.
Gotcha.
But by the time I bought it, it was slightly lower, and then the comps, there were more comps that had went up in this area, so the timing was pretty good.
Perfect.
And we made the move.
Gotcha. So that was like awesome timing. So if you would have looked at it before, because the next question I was going to ask you is why exactly, did she have it for so long? Because the area is so hot. But that makes sense. It just like kind of fell into place.
Yeah,
like
she negotiated down. Exactly, yeah.
Okay, cool. So now, as you guys see, open layout. He's actually gonna give us a rundown in reference to like how the rooms are gonna be set up. Since it was a rental before, we do have some steps in the front that Brian was talking about taking down and all that great stuff. So now, you mentioned Donisha already.
Yeah.
So being a member of the mastermind, like what other resources did you use from the group in order to facilitate this and make this deal happen?
Yeah, I think being a part of groups and coaching and that sort of stuff definitely helps. And really, everything from this deal came from either mastermind groups or networking. So I got the deal because of the mastermind group. Obviously I got it from one of the members in the group. And then also throughout the process of trying to estimate just the rehab budgets that, I bumped up my numbers up against templates from other members in the group, as well as some of the coaches, and then also I went on site to rehabs that are going on with other members in the group too, just to see what they're doing in DC and other areas. So that would help me to confirm some things and just to double check what I was thinking. So
gotcha.
I think that played a part. It was in every aspect. I was just bumping up ideas against other folks. And
this isn't like your first time, in the rodeo. Like you've done a rehab or two before as well.
So the other ones that I've done hasn't been as extensive, but I've done. I have a rental that I redid Laurel. I did everything over.
Okay.
But at least in that instance, I didn't have to do electrical and I did HVAC. So electrical and plumbing was good in that one, of course.
Cool.
And I kept the same layout. This is one where like I'm redoing the layout, demo and everything, and then having to redo like HVAC and plumbing. You can come. All
right, awesome. So now with the homeowner, they kind of came down on the price. So I'm a bit curious as to what made them come down on the price after being so firm on their price originally when Donisha placed under contract.
Right. So there was a couple things. One, so the owner is in Florida. So this was an absentee owner, out-of-state owner who's in Florida.
Okay.
And I think with Denisha and speaking with her, it might have just been timing.
Okay.
When she sent the letter to him and contacted him and happened to get, and I guess probably called him, happened to get him at a time when he was in town. And so
nice.
She, because they're in town, she was able to see the property.
Gotcha.
But I think he was also going through maybe some medical issues and that sort of stuff. So I think when they came to see it, the owner and his wife, he'd actually been come in. I think his wife came in and sort of told him from the car what was going on. But
Gotcha.
I think once they came in and saw the condition of the property.
Yeah.
And probably seeing like the amount of work it needed, and probably thinking back to how it was when they used to live it.
Right.
And they probably just wanted to be done with it.
Right.
They also had a mortgage that he had to pay off. So based off the mortgage, and I think he was renting around $1,500. I honestly don't think he was making any money off of it.
Yeah.
Possibly losing money.
Okay.
And but overall, he probably made a ton of money off of it. But I think he probably just took out another mortgage to pull equity out.
Gotcha. So it was about that time.
Yeah, he was, didn't want to deal with it, and then I think initially once they had one price, and then Denisha probably talked to some investors who came through, just trying to make sure that it would pass appraisal, that sort of stuff when they bought it. So they brought it down slightly.
Okay, all right, cool. Brought it down, and then you were actually able to purchase it, so it worked out anyway. Okay, so now also another cool thing that you stated is that when you guys closed, he actually had to come to the closing table with some funds, which would scare people. I know initially when I heard that, I was like, whoa, okay, he came to the table and make sure that this closed. So his motivation was like on 1,000 pretty much.
Yeah, definitely motivated seller. So my guess, he probably wasn't making too much money off the rental, and didn't want to have to worry about the repairs. So
gotcha.
Probably the initial price he would have came out with nothing, and then at closing, once she negotiated down, and he ended up paying maybe $11,000.
Wow.
At closing.
Okay. Okay, cool. So now let's walk through this layout, because this is a pretty funky layout. I actually really do like it.
Yeah.
So whichever room you want to start in.
So we can start over here.
Okay.
And so this is gonna be the top floor. If you, you're gonna be right here. Okay. So initially, there's stairs that lead up to here.
Okay.
And there's a door.
I'm showing you guys these steps. And they do not go with the layout of this area at all. So they're just random steps.
Yeah. I mean, this house doesn't really go with the layout. It's still gonna stick out.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be nice. So
right.
I mean, I actually think it might being different might help it, just because it's sort of like a concrete structure, and it's 2 levels. A lot of these houses are like 1 level.
Yeah.
Maybe not even a basement. So that'll help. But it's weird because you have stairs coming up and to a door.
Right.
The second floor is just gonna be bedrooms.
Okay.
Previously there was a kitchen in the second floor, but so this door we're gonna close up, probably put a window.
Okay.
And where we're standing in right now, this was like sort of a top living room area.
Okay.
And behind you was another bedroom.
Got it.
So what I did is knocked out this wall, and this is gonna be one big master bedroom.
Awesome.
On this side.
I hope you guys can see it. If you can see the vision of what we're cooking up right here, double tap the screen, but that definitely makes sense to me.
Yeah, it'll be one big master bedroom. And I think that'll be a selling point, because honestly, in this area, like this area, Mount Rainier, even Hyattsville, the bedrooms are pretty small usually.
Right.
So they're small. It would have been fine with this just being the bedrooms, master bedrooms.
Right, exactly.
But we figured, just to add some value, make it a little better. This entire thing is gonna be the master bedroom, and then back here, pretty much from here to here is going to be just a closet, a walk-in closet.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah. And for any other ladies who are on the line, that is important for us.
Gotcha. And then right here, this actually was a wall. They just took this out today. Okay. Because right here, you're gonna step into what would be the master bathroom.
Gotcha.
It's gonna be like going across there. And obviously the wall isn't here yet, but this will be a master bathroom.
Okay. Awesome.
And then, this will be an entrance into the master bedroom.
Awesome. Okay.
This will be closed up right here.
Closed up. All right. You seeing it, guys?
And then right here, this will be the full bathroom for everyone else. And as you can see, like you see the wall, it's all concrete. Yeah. So it's not like wood structures like a lot of the stuff over here. Yeah. So that's part of the reason why we're gonna do stuff.
If you guys can see the house that's next door, like we clearly tower over the house, so this looks like it's like a good selling point instead of this being like the smallest house in the neighborhood.
No, exactly.
Okay, cool.
We got concrete, which is good to know. I mean, that's another point. A lot of stuff don't really know until we start demo.
Right, and open it up.
And to see what's behind there. So that's gonna be the bathroom for the rest of the bedrooms.
Okay, awesome.
And this is gonna be another bedroom.
Wow,
this is a size bedroom.
Yeah, it's a
especially for this area.
Okay, cool. This is usually the size of the master bedroom for those of you guys who aren't in the PG County area. Keep the hearts flowing. And also, if you have any questions for our walkthrough right now with Brian, definitely make sure you put them on the screen. So we're gonna go through. We just went through the master bedroom. Went through the bathroom on the second floor. That was the second bedroom. And now the new area that we're in right now is.
So this will be like a hallway.
Okay, cool.
Right over here. This was a kitchen. If you come, we'll look over here. So
Okay.
that was a kitchen right there on the second floor.
Okay, cool.
So we're getting rid of that. On this corner where you have it right there, we're just gonna put a stackable washer and dryer.
Okay.
The door will be over there and close it up. But then the rest of this is gonna be another bedroom. So this is gonna be closed up. And
Oh
then
wow. Okay.
You'll enter in here,
Okay.
and that'll be another bedroom over here.
Okay, perfect. Got it. So
Now, see,
that is bedroom number 3. And then now
Yep, and this is the fourth bedroom.
4. Okay, nice. So why did you do 4 bedrooms? Like, was there any specific reason that it made more sense to do 4 instead of keeping it as 3?
Yeah, comps
Okay.
was a factor. And then also, like, there was room to make it. So originally it was 3 bedrooms, but in addition to 3 bedrooms, part of it was a kitchen up here that we're not gonna have,
Right.
and then part of it was like a living area. So
Got it.
we don't need the living area up here, so there was room to add another bedroom. And actually, we almost did 5 bedrooms. I was thinking 4. The designer gave me, my designer gave me a couple options with layout, and one was 4, one was 5. I was gonna go with 5. But I'm just actually going to do 4, make it a little bit bigger master bedroom and a little bit bigger master bath. There won't be a huge master bath, but big enough for this
Big
area.
enough. Yeah. Okay, cool.
So
And
this
now,
is the 4th bedroom.
one of the audience members, thank you so much, Snow, who just joined in. One of the audience members, they actually asked what the after repair value is in this area. So great question, Tony, because we're going to go into all the numbers
Gotcha.
for everything. So the ARV in this area, which we're in Brentwood right now, what are we looking at for those numbers?
So it's 380 to 420. 380 is for like your basic remodel where it's like contractor finishes, carpet in the bedrooms. Not really that appealing, but new, like updated,
Right.
but basic stuff, not a new.
Cookie
not
cutter.
New. Yeah, cookie cutter, exactly.
Yeah.
Which honestly, that's what most people do. But then 420 for new, where you have like hardwood throughout.
Okay.
And so I was gonna do hardwood, put new hardwood on both floors, but
Nice.
actually just gonna end up just refinishing the second floor.
Okay.
Because once the dirt and dust is gonna refinish it, those actually look new.
Okay.
And then put hardwood on them because there's not hardwood downstairs. So the 420 is hardwood throughout, and then under the kitchen.
Okay.
That's
cool.
really the difference. Also, the main difference I noticed is the staging. So,
Yeah. We
So
if you guys remember, we had a stager on the show, and we might have somebody else come in and talk about the importance of staging and actually see one of their layouts. But pictures on the MLS look so much different when you have a couch and some carpet.
yeah, that's really the big. Those 3 things are really the difference that I saw between those numbers. The comps, it was just hardwood throughout. And even like the 380s, they had hardwood on the main floor, but
Right.
upstairs was all carpet. And
Gotcha.
then they didn't have staging for 380, and then just the finishes. The kitchen was like, it was updated, it was new, but it wasn't really modern. So some of the
Okay.
modern kitchens.
Okay.
Was
So
420.
bells and whistles, you're getting around 420. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. And then also we didn't mention the purchase price, and we're also going to go into the rehab cost as we're walking through the rehab, of course. So
Gotcha. So I'll give you that now.
yeah.
All right. So it was 185.
Okay.
Including the wholesaler's fee,
Nice.
and we're gonna put in 100K into it,
Okay.
and
So
you
we're
know,
at
should sell
285.
about 420.
420. Okay.
And with all the fees, probably like around 70, 80 if we do 420.
Cha-ching. Okay. So don't say that so like you're
Yeah.
78.
Well, I mean, yeah, around there. It
Okay.
just depends, obviously stuff comes up with repair wise.
Right.
And the other thing I'm just worried about which it shouldn't be an issue. Like going, new administration, interest rates going up. Hopefully that, hoping that the prices don't come down. But I think it should be good just because we're so close to DC.
Right.
And honestly, the numbers probably what I gave you was net. It will probably be even more if I was using cash.
Gross. When I calculated all the numbers, we're like closer to around like 110, 120 gross profit.
Yeah, but for me, I don't really calculate gross. I just go by net.
Right.
So I know everybody. When they post stuff online, gross. I mean, it sounds good, but for me, I need to know the net.
You need the real numbers.
Yeah, I need the
okay, we need the real numbers for the real deal is.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So then we're gonna go downstairs, but I do have a quick question because your crew, they're working like, as you guys saw, we wanted the crew to still continue working because they're killing it right now. All this demolition and everything, they just started on Saturday, you said, right? So how do you really keep them going? Like their momentum is crazy right now.
So that's a good question. So one thing, we'll go back to what you asked me about, how the mastermind helps. So I'm using a general contractor, and actually, that was off of advice from, Charles from Real Deal Mastermind. So I'm using a general contractor.
Okay.
The benefit of that is that he's worked with some of these guys before.
Nice.
And so the demo folks, they were his contact, which is good. And then also there's been a couple of times where we've gotten together and met with all the tradesmen together. So he's worked with them before, had a sort of rapport. So he was able to schedule them together, which I think is good because since we're doing everything from scratch,
right?
Even though you got an HVAC person, you got a plumbing person, electrical, demo person,
right?
The things that each of them do affects, what
so
the others
true.
can do.
Yeah.
So I think that was, a good benefit. But pretty much having a general contractor, that helps. But then also me, I'm here every day. So I want to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Make sure we have progress. Because, and we'll get to this, but I'm, it's a hard money. So time is money. So.
And then you stated, you're using hard money, and was that the only thing that you used on this, or?
So I use hard money, but then I also for the down payment I use private money as well. So
awesome.
contact, I use private money and provide a flat guaranteed interest rate.
On
their money to go towards the down payment. So that I was able to leverage other people's money twice. And, minimize what I have to come out of pocket, and also the other reason is because I want to do more deals as well.
Right.
So I don't have to put everything on one deal. I can continue to try to find others and have some other private investors lined up too, so that we can do other deals as I find good deals.
Awesome. Yeah, and once you guys see, the layout is pretty dope, especially with this one huge bedroom. So once they see this project, everything will be flowing in. So that's awesome. So now after you do this one, you kind of alluded to it, you went towards what your plans on after this, but where do you see yourself after this is completed, finished, all said and done? Do you have that already mapped out in terms of your future plans for real estate?
I just want to continue doing stuff. So I have this, ideally before this is done, I'll have another deal to work on for flipping, but long term I also want to do, get some buy and hold properties as well.
Gotcha. So,
that will be here and there because, there's probably only certain areas that I want to deal with from a buy and hold perspective. So
most definitely.
I'll continue to look for deals to flip, buy and hold, and just be, picky about the buy and hold.
Yeah.
And, in certain cases also, I probably will look to wholesale and partner with people. So I'm looking to expand into Atlanta and Dallas. So I actually have a team and actually another coach and as well as another team in Atlanta. And actually my hard money guy is in Atlanta as well.
Oh, perfect.
And then Dallas is another market I want to expand to as well.
Okay. All right, cool. And then for those individuals who want to get in contact with you, because you have a couple of different things going on. You got Texas, you got DC, Maryland, Virginia, and then also you're in Atlanta as well. Yeah. So anyone wants to get more information about what you're doing, what's the best way to contact you?
So you can email me. My email is Brian, Brian, Brian at charlesbrianrealestate.com. That's Brian at charlesbrianrealestate.com. So if you have deals, send them to me, I mean, the biggest thing is, the numbers need to look right.
Right.
Send me some comps, pics, repair estimate,
Gotcha.
accurate repair estimates.
Accurate.
And, yeah, that's the key one with wholesalers. But I will say, like, Denisha is the only wholesaler who I got this from. Who's sent like pretty accurate numbers to, and she's probably like one of the only ones. And part of it, I guess, is probably because she's in the mastermind, so
true.
She knows how to pull stuff.
So true.
But yeah, I mean, she's probably the only one that is like, oh man, I went and looked at the comps. I'm like, okay, like, yeah, that looks right. Look at the repair estimate. I'm like, okay. So that looks about right. And then, once the contract was and other folks came back with it, it was, just about on point. So
awesome. And then Tony asked for that email address one more time.
It's Brian, Brian, at charlesbryanrealestate.com. Okay. And I'm sorry, I'm a little stuffed up. So.
Yes, we already told you guys about this weather. About this weather. So we're gonna end off downstairs, just seeing what that layout is gonna be. I hope this was definitely beneficial for you guys. If you have any deals for Brian, make sure your numbers are right, because we already kind of stated Donisha was the only one who's on it. And yeah, let's go down here and see what the crew is doing, who is working.
And I'll just say before we go down, no one can hear me. Downstairs is just gonna pretty much the garage, and then we have the living room, dining room, and kitchen. So and you may or may not be able to hear me, but pretty much what they're doing now, again, like we were talking about people working together, the demo people now are actually starting to open up the floor to make way for the plumber. Because the plumber said, he needs to, have pipes run a certain way to get to the sink and to make stuff for the stove or other stuff like that. So the demo people are actually doing that based off like one of the meetings that we had together at the property with everyone. So that's what they're doing now.
Awesome. So if you didn't actually hear Brian before when he was talking, he stated that he had all the different crews meet up at the property at once, so they're in sync in terms of what they're doing. And they're like, crews 1, 2, 3, I see that you invited followers, I appreciate you, that did not go unnoticed. And now we're back on this first floor. Hello, We Flip Deals. Okay, so this is the garage. Cool. Yeah, parking is a little scarce over here. Thank you so much, We Flip Deals, for inviting followers. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and I would say actually, it's probably one of the only property. Actually, most of the comps don't have garages either. So
nice.
That should help. Yeah.
Now, your real estate agent also, your real estate agent that's going to be selling the property. Have you picked that already?
Most likely, I'm gonna use Redfin.
Okay, you're gonna use Redfin. Okay.
Yeah, I use them to sell a property in the summertime. They just create great listings.
Gotcha.
And so, yeah, I mean that's the main thing. They have professional photographers that they use, and in the future I'll probably partner with other folks who may be in the mastermind as well. Because there are agents in the mastermind that I've talked to are also investors that I bounce ideas off. For this one, pretty much though, it's just I just want to get in, get out, and I know that in terms of listings, I know that they're great. They create good listings. Obviously, the prices are good, and they have like a really seamless approach. They use technology to their advantage.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
That's the only reason for that. So this is gonna be another bathroom.
Okay.
And so it was a full bathroom. It was on the first floor. Usually it's a half bath. Since it was already a full, I'm just gonna leave it a full. And then that's only just because of comps.
Okay.
Honestly, if I was, in most cases it might be half. I'm just using it as a full just because of comps.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. And then, like I said, we got the crew here. The floor is already opened up, which it wasn't before we got down here. So you see the work out here.
Come back and show you over. Gotcha. So when you walk in the door, this would be the living room and dining room.
Okay, living room and dining room.
Actually, right here there was a wall. So this was like multiple rooms, and they got rid of the walls.
Got rid of the walls. Okay.
And so we're gonna put all hardwood here.
Okay.
Also, the entire house. We're replacing the windows in the entire house.
Gotcha.
Kitchen, we're gonna do like an L-shaped kitchen.
Okay.
Modern cabinets, probably white cabinets with the sort of like a white gloss.
Okay.
Quartz countertop.
Okay.
And stainless steel appliances, of course, and then repaint the entire thing.
Got it.
But yeah, so
This is awesome. I'm really excited, and definitely continued success on all the other renovations. I'm pretty sure we're going to be interviewing you again once everything is all said and done. So guys, whew, if you guys can see me, I'm freezing. This was great. I appreciate Ryan. We're going to be going back upstairs now just so that you can take one final walkthrough. But Philly Cash Flow, I saw that you joined in on the line. Thank you so much. Thank you for sticking with us. It is freezing cold. If you're in the Maryland area, you know what I'm talking about. If you're in Virginia, you probably got 10 more degrees over us, so I'm a bit jealous. But once again, for those of you who don't know, go onto our website. We're at therealdealmeetup.com, and all of our resources on there are completely free. FREE, completely free resources. So if you go onto therealdealmeetup.com, you can learn about more what we do, how you can do awesome projects like this, how you can earn somebody's salary in one real estate project. We're teaching that too. Charles is crazy. It is what it is. But we want to thank you so much again for joining us on this super fantastic, amazing episode of Real Deal Meetup on Periscope TV. Go ahead and RSVP for our next upcoming meeting. Christmas Eve. Yes, guys, we are meeting up on Christmas Eve. The show don't stop just because Santa Claus came in town. And we look forward to seeing you next week. It is me signing out again, guys. See you later.